Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and wanting to hang out with me for a little bit. Welcome to Get Ready With Me Wednesday. Today we're going to use the Colourpop Twilight New Moon palette, and I'm super stoked about it. So I think I'm going to do two looks. One today while I'm getting ready for work, and then one tomorrow while I'm getting ready for work. So if you want to see look number one and the shades in the palette, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I've got my brows done. I used the Benefit lash thing that wore off, so I don't know what it is. And then I used a little bit of the LA Colors brow pencil. And then for my lid primer, I used the Nomad Cosmetics Clean Canvas. So without further ado, let's get into the palette. I'm so excited. Alright, and this is what she looks like inside. Look at all that yummy goodness. All right, what do I want to do today? Good grief. I'm not sure. I think we'll go into, maybe we'll use, okay, let's go into senior year to put that in the transition area. I'll do one eye with you guys, get off, do the other eye, the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and show you the final look before I have to skedaddle out the door to get to work. I am so tired, you guys. It's my Monday. My son went to a rave last night in Seattle, so I took him up there and dropped him off, and then I had to go back up to pick him up in the morning. So I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep, because I slept a couple, like maybe 2.5 hours after I got home from dropping him off, and then I slept for like another 1.5 hours after I got home. So today's my Monday. I'm going to be dragging a little bit of butt, but we're going to get through the day. And then when I get home, I need to take down my Christmas decorations. Yes, they're still up. I don't want to hear it. Okay, they bring me joy. They make me happy. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, all right, I need to take it down. It's time to let it go, Renee. It's time to let it go. It's just, it's so cold and so because it's winter time, that I like to keep stuff up and around me that makes me happy, and my Christmas decorations make me happy. So, but I think I'm going to take them down when I get off work today. All right, so that was senior year. Sorry, I still got a little whatever going on in here. I think I'm going to go in with You're Sort of Beautiful, and we'll put that on the outer V here. I've been watching Spencer Pratt on TikTok. I used to watch him a lot on Snapchat like years ago, and I just don't get on Snapchat very much, but he was doing these like crystals. He's really into making these crystals, like necklaces, and it was super cool to follow him and kind of see what he was doing. But him and Heidi Montag, they were on The Hills, which I never watched, so I don't really know who they are or much about them. I just know what I've heard, and I know from watching him and seeing things like kind of in the media a little bit that they were on The Hills, and that's about all I knew about him. But he's been TikToking a lot. I think he TikToked a lot before the LA fires, but like I never came across any of his videos. But then once the wildfires hit in LA, his videos started popping up a lot on my For You page. So I started watching him and started following him. Well, they did an interview with, I think it was it Fox News or something like that? I think it was Fox News. They did an interview and they were talking about, you know, what happened, and, you know, him and Heidi were together, and she was, of course, crying because it's devastating, and it has only been, what, a week, if that, when they did the interview. So she was talking about it and explaining, you know, how he had told her to grab whatever you want to keep. And, you know, she's explaining, she's crying and explaining, like, how do you decide? You have your whole life built in this house, pictures hanging on the walls, you know, sentimental things. How do you decide what you can fit in a car? You know what I mean? And then in the back of your head, you're probably thinking, it's going to be okay. We're going to come back. You know what I mean? But they posted an article about it that was kind of not in the best light. And I was like, that's kind of shitty. You know what I mean? Kind of basically saying something to the effect of, I was gonna use a crayon for a base. Maybe we won't. We'll go in with Alice or Soulless Monster. I think we'll do Alice today. But anyways, it didn't, like, it wasn't very flattering. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's still crying about... She literally just lost her house, you guys. Like, literally just lost everything she owns. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me for them to, I don't know, just make it sound like that, you know? Like, why do you gotta be so rude? Why do you gotta be so mean? It's been, I want to say almost 30 years since my mom passed away. But if I talk about it, like if I tell the story about what happened, I cry, even though it's been, you know, 30 years. The feelings that you have about that day when you're talking about it, it stirs up those emotions again. So you get, you know, emotional about it. And of course you're going to cry. Like, I don't understand. And this is all fresh. It just happened. So, I don't know. It just, and then she like canceled all of her other interviews because now she's afraid to do interviews because of what people will say or do, or, you know, make it seem like, I don't know. It's a really shitty thing to do. Really shitty thing to do. Why would you have her come in for an interview, or them come in for an interview, and then write an article like that afterwards? Like, that's shady and so rude. And it's like being a bully. It's like you're bullying when you were, you know, in elementary school or middle school or high school, whenever, you know, you had a bully that was like making you feel bad about certain things, you know, like, what's wrong with her being emotional about losing her house? I don't understand that. And they've had a lot of good things. Like, he gets on TikTok a lot, like all day, every day he's on TikTok. And he's been really promoting her music. She did an album, I don't know, 15 years ago, I think it was. And it is blowing up. It's like #1 all over the place right now. I have a lot of fallout. So definitely do your eyes first. But, like, be a little sympathetic to what people are going through. You know what I mean? And then people talk about how all these rich people lost their houses. Okay, but just because they live in a big, fancy, nice house doesn't mean they're rich. Because you could literally dump every bit of money that you have into your house and getting your house to where you want it and get to a point where basically you can just afford your house and your necessities. Doesn't mean you're rich. And how did they explain it? Basically, when she was talking about it on the interview, she was saying house poor, which means in my mind, the way that I was understanding it is that when you're house poor, you have a house and you have nice things, but above that, you don't really have much else. You know what I mean? Like you 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 sunk everything you had into building something for your family, and then that's what you have. So when you lose that, that's a lot. It's a lot to handle. You know what I mean? All right, this is what we've got going on right now. I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I'm going to get off and finish the other eye and the rest of my makeup, and then I will be back to show you the final look, and then we'll get into look number 2 tomorrow. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back, and the look is done with my Colourpop Twilight New Moon. I'd swatch it. Well, I'll swatch it when I get home today, and I'll insert it here so you can see the swatches. So, Mood Control, Alice, Senior Year. I used Trade Secrets, You're Sort of Beautiful. Yeah, and that was the shades that I used. I think it's super pretty, guys. I really like it. I took, the Alice is on the lid here, but then I took the Trade Secrets and kind of put it on the, where the shimmer shade met the matte on the outer V. I kind of tapped it on there. I have the You're Sort of Beautiful on the lower lash line. I just took the brush I used to lay down the outer V and just ran it across. I didn't even put any new pigment on here. I just ran it across the lower lash line, and I think it came out pretty good. So face, we've got It Cosmetics CC cream. I've been using this a lot lately. Concealer, Color Science. For bronzer blush, I've got this Flower Beauty Brush and Bronzer BD4. I don't think it has a name. Sunkissed and Single. That sounds good. What else? Lips. I've got Colourpop Good and Plenty lip liner. I've got this lipstick that I got from Ice Cream Beauty. I'm not sure what the brand is. It doesn't say on the component. So, and then I topped that off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. I used Jacqueline highlighter in Sparks. This is a pretty highlighter. So I used that for the brow bone. Oh, did I tell you guys the Mood Control? I didn't say, is in the inner corner. For my brows, I told you. For lashes, Charmacy on the top, Benefit Roller Lash on the bottom, LA Colors eyeliner brow pencil for Tightline, and then I used the Avon, I'm not sure what shade this is because I can't read it. Sunkissed something is what I used for the waterline. I think it looks pretty good. I think my lashes are dry, so we're going to give it a little curl before I go. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Let me know, what do you think of this look down in the comments. And then we will get into look number 2 tomorrow. So hang tight, guys. Have a great day. Alrighty, guys. Day number 2 for Colourpop New Moon. Take a sneaky peek at the shades again. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta stay away from the shades I used yesterday. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in with Marry Me. And we will get that on the lid. I primed with e.l.f. And then on my face, I've got Aesthetica. I used my Contour Series cream palette. And I did contour here. I know you can't see it, but I underpainted. And then I put this liquid blush on. And then I used my It CC cream. And then for the brows, I got this Benefit product on with the LA Colors brow pencil. So let's tap out any creases that we might have. And then get this Marry Me shade in the crease. So I was scrolling TikTok last night, you know, just checking out the content. And it started doing some funny stuff. And I was like, oh no. And then I closed it to go back in because I was actually trying to upload my Lucky Bag video. I was trying to upload my Lucky Bag video to TikTok to share what I got. And it was taking freaking forever. And then it was like, you can't, like it wouldn't upload for some reason or whatever. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I tried again and it wouldn't upload it. And I'm like, what the crap, man? And then also when I had first logged in, it had said something about TikTok getting shut down on the 19th in the United States. So I was like, well, that's weird. I mean, not weird, but it wasn't the 19th. It was like 6:30 on the 18th. So it's like, boy, they're starting early. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even the day that they're supposed to be shutting it down yet. Good Lord. Like, chill. You already have a date that you're getting rid of it. Like, you don't gotta rush it. Good Lord. But I think, I want to say by 8:30, it was done. I'm on the West Coast, so 9:30, 10. It was only 11:30 on the East Coast, so it wasn't even the 19th yet, and it shut down. Crazy, man, just crazy. And I know there's a lot of people that, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just an app. Never had it, never used it, and that's fine for you. But there are a lot of small businesses that used that app and grew and were able to support their families, and now they're not. There's also this one guy, Santa. I can't remember his like his TikTok name. He was on a live, but retired, and he was retired, and TikTok helped him to supplement his income because prior to TikTok being on Social Security, he would have to decide what, you know, what he could get and what he couldn't get between stuff like gas and your medication. Like, those are decisions you shouldn't have to make. You should be able to put gas in your car and get your medication as well. And he was able to do that with TikTok. And I know people are like, get a real job. Social media today is a real job. Is all I have to say. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand people saying that. Like, are you jealous because you can't make a living from making videos? Like, not everybody can, but the people who do break into it and got lucky enough to be able to do something they really love and get paid for it, why not? Like, I don't understand. Like, if you have a passion for something and you can get paid for it, why wouldn't you want to do that? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand that thinking. And I don't know if it's because people don't understand that, is it hard labor to do videos and stuff like that? No, it's not. Is it very time consuming? Yes, it is. Wait a minute. Do I want to go into that shade? I don't think so. I was going to go into Paper Cut, but I think I'm going to go into October, November, December instead and put that on the outer V. But, I mean, I'm just gonna, because I put the Marry Me there, but I'm gonna deepen it up with the October, November, December, and it kind of looks like a purpley shade. But when I do, just for example, okay, I sit down and I film a video that can take anywhere from, you know, half hour, 40 minutes, depending on what it is. You know, sometimes if I'm doing like an unboxing, it'll only, you know, take maybe 10, 15 minutes, depending on if I go over everything a lot, or, you know, it just depends on how much time I spend on the unboxing. So you got that. And then editing, when I edit, that can take upwards of anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on the length of the video. And, you know, so you have to sit there and you have to watch and then cut, and then you watch it again, and then you know what I mean? Like, it is time consuming. Is it difficult? No, but it is time consuming, and it's, you, not that I'm complaining about it. I'm not. I'm just explaining it. You know, it is time consuming. And for a TikTok video, I would imagine it would take a little bit longer. And some people will sit in one sitting and do multiple videos, you know what I mean? And then you have to cut those videos up to be able to make, you know, however many videos out of that you want to, you know what I mean? So, and then also with YouTube, you have to do a thumbnail. You don't really have to do a thumbnail on TikTok, but creating the thumbnail takes time, you know. Usually mine thumbnails don't take too long, but it is time spent, you know, figuring out like what pictures, what background, what words you're going to put, titling it, filling out your description box, doing your hashtags. You know, it can take anywhere from, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours for one video, which isn't, it's not a lot. I'm not saying it is, but I also don't do a lot of like cool tricks and fun things in my videos either. For people who have like all the extra bells and whistles in their videos, I can't even imagine how much time they spend editing. Like Call Me Chris on YouTube. Her videos are so fun. She has an editor, but still, I can't even imagine how long it takes her editor to go through and edit the videos, her videos, the way that he does, because they're, I mean, the cuts that he does and like the sound effects and like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand how some people could spend even more than 40 hours a week working on videos. Like Danielle Kirsty, she does true crime videos, and her videos are usually at length about an hour, sometimes a little, you know, give or take about an hour. Same with Bailey Sarian. Hers are always usually right around there. It could be 45 minutes, whatever. It depends on the content and who she's talking about, what kind of case she's talking about. But for those videos, it takes research, like being in school, doing homework. You're going through and you're researching all of this stuff, and that takes time. And then you have to like figure out how you're going to deliver it, which takes time, writing a script or whatever you want to do for your video. And then you have to film it, and then you have to edit it. You know, it's like, I really don't think people that don't do social media really understand how much time and effort goes into it. And then to spend so much time building up your following and growing and everything, like, that's not something that for everybody happens overnight. Some people, yes, they got very lucky and they grew overnight. But for other people, it's like posting every day, staying on top of it, filming, doing, you know, even while they're working a full-time job, on top of that, doing this extra stuff. Did they choose that? Yes, they did. But don't you think they should get some sort of payment for all the work that they've put into it? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. All right, now I think I'm going to go in with Soulless Monster to put on my lid. Oh, there's purple on this. I wish I need to get more of these like sponge tip applicators off of Amazon. All right, let's see how this shade looks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. I'm kind of bummed I didn't really get good pictures yesterday of my look because I was I was kind of running late and I was trying to get my car warmed up and, you know, finish my hair and get my jewelry and my perfume. You know, I was running a little bit late. So I'm on my way to work and I realized, oh shoot, I didn't take any pictures before I left. No. So I'm bummed about that, but maybe I can get a screenshot or something from the video when I'm editing it. But like this, 2 days of filming, and then I'm going to have to come home tonight. I don't have to. I enjoy doing this. I really do. But for all the work and effort that I put in, would it be nice to get a little something in return? For sure, it would. But at the end of the day, I really do enjoy this. And, you know, making money off of doing YouTube isn't my top priority. But would I turn it down if I got it? No. If I could do this full time, would I? For sure, dude. For sure. I just don't know if I would want all of that, you know, financial responsibility, you know, keeping track of taxes and, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to get my W-2 and do my taxes and be done with it, you know? Having your own business, that's a lot. And I guess I could get, like, if I had it like that, like a financial advisor to handle all of that. But that would be an expense to have to put out, which means you got to make even more money to afford that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But anyways, in the end, what I'm trying to say is social media is a career these days. It really is. And it's just sad for all the businesses that used TikTok to promote their business. It's not just about people dancing and stuff like that. It's about like real life people who have businesses that used TikTok to advertise instead of having to spend thousands of dollars to put a commercial on TV. You know what I mean? Like TikTok was their advertisement. TikTok was their way of showing people how things worked and selling their products that they worked hard to make. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's sad. I think it's really sad. But anyways, this is what we've got going on. I used, oh, it folds all the way back. Sweet. Let me get a brush as a pointer. I used Marry Me right here. I used October, November, December right here. And then I used Soulless Monster right here. Those are the only 3 shades I've got on. I think it's turning out good. So I'm going to go ahead and get off, finish up my makeup, and I'll come back to show you the final look. Yay! Alrighty, guys, I'm back, and the look is done. I'm just putting some final touches before I have to get out the door and go to work. I'm using this lipstick I got from Ice Cream Beauty. I really like it with the Good and Plenty Colourpop lip liner. I think it looks pretty good. And now I'm going to top it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not sure what shade this is. I can't really read the Pearl. It says Pearl. I can't believe I could see that. Wow. And I just think it adds something to it. So pretty. But anyways, let me know, what do you think of the look? Both looks, really. What do you think of both of them? And this palette? and the, like, the collection. I'm still waiting on my other stuff. Like, I ordered the shadow sticks and the, one of the lip kits. Just those two things I ordered, and they still aren't here yet. This got here a lot quicker. I think maybe this got delivered like right when the wildfires were starting, maybe, and that's why I got this so quickly, and it's taking longer to get the other stuff. I think I remember seeing something about them saying shipping might be delayed because of the issues down there. But there's the cover again. I really love the cover. Like, I really like this palette, you guys. I do. So I used, let me grab a pointer. Marry Me, October, November, December, and Soulless Monster. This is a really pretty shade. I think this is probably so far my favorite in the palette. I just really like that kind of dirty green, military green type color. You know, I just think it's really pretty. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. It's super pretty. Lashes, Charmacy. I used the Flower Beauty bronzer blush. I just don't like how the pans are. I wish the pans were maybe square would be better instead of this shape to get my brush in there. I use the roller lash for lower lashes. For, oh, I forgot. I also went in with Mood Control, which is this shade right here, and I put that on the inner corner. I have my Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is Sparks. I have this on the brow bone. Let's put a little bit on the cheeky cheeks too. And I think that's about it. Oh, I use the Glam Light translucent setting powder to set everything down, and the Color Science. I don't think I told you about the Color Science concealer. And I think that's everything that we've got going on. Oh, Tightline. I don't know why I always forget that. The LA Colors. Usually when I'm doing these, I do the same like basics in everything. The only thing different today was the, I used the cream contour, which I really like a lot. I really like this. This highlighter goes really good with this look too. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm running late. I already called and told them I was gonna be late, but I'm not gonna rush. You know what I mean? I hate rushing. It puts me in a bad mood. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of stuff, I hope that you will go down below, hit the subscribe button, make sure you turn up the notification bell. That way, hopefully YouTube notifies you when I make a new upload. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Say hi. Let me know that you stopped by. Let me know what you think of the looks I did. The palette, did you get it? Are you wanting to get it? I love it. I love it. I love this one more than the first one, but I still love the first one too. This one's just more, I feel like my comfort zone, my speed, like what I enjoy doing. Because I just, yeah, I think it's really pretty. But I hope you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Take care, stay safe, and I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.